You won your world championship, 24-hour world championship in 2015. Is that correct? And in California. What, I guess, was that? You mentioned this earlier, so I'm kind of setting this up, but it wasn't like you were a super experienced endurance racer coming into that, right? Like really ultra endurance sort of stuff.
Like I had done lots of 100-milers and stage races, but I had won lots of nationals for 24-hour racing, but it'd be like as a 2-person team or as a 4-person team. And I had only done one other race where I had to ride my bike all night, and that was this underground race in Colorado called the Vapor Trail. So really, I had never done a solo race, but I really wanted to check off a 24-hour solo race, and I saw that there was a world championship that I could drive to, 20-hour drive, but still drivable.
Yeah.
So I thought, well, I'll go give it a try and see what happens.
So your first 24-hour race, you won the world championship in the elite field?
Yeah, and it was pretty interesting because
Yeah.
unfortunately, there's people in the sport who were like big-time veterans in 24-hour solo racing. So I like Nat Ross and Rebecca Rush, I just called them up and said, hey, do you have any advice for me? And the main advice that they gave was to stop eating the sugary foods after a certain point. So
what point?
For me, it was the 8-hour mark because I know that I can do a 100-mile mountain bike race on almost solely gels. So I knew that I would be able to handle it. But after that, I started switching to solid food.
So what solid food did you eat after 8 hours?
Pop-Tarts, gummy bears.
Nice.
Those are sugary.
Sugary, but it's not as concentrated.
Uh-huh.
I'd say that my go-tos were almond butter sandwiches and miso soup.
Ooh, almond butter sandwiches.
Would you put anything else in the almond butter, like jelly or just like bread and...
Yeah, jelly or some honey.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
So it's still pretty carb-centric, but you're adding in fats and a little bit of protein.
Mm-hmm.
Does that help you with your stomach?
I think so. I mean, I've never had any issues with gels and my stomach. I'm one of those like hard, I guess I have a hardened digestive system, but
Right.
I wasn't about to test it out for the first time at a 24-hour race.